See how that guy's weaving? You see that? You see that? No. It's the weekend. They've been drinking. So instead, you just sit here and you just focus on the buffer, which is as far as your eye can see. We've got a car coming up. Now we have the opportunity by being here to look over your right, make sure you're nice and clear, and decide when you want to take it. I'm going to wait until I need to look back now, and then I'm going to take it. That way I know we're okay coming back. Plus, I'm looking through the buffer. Because we don't want to be where we are. See these people right here? That, look at that. Put a few beers in them. And that turn, I came out here, I was riding once. There was a truck, a full-size truck, red, I remember it, upside down. Right on the other side of this fence. And it came off this turn. It came off this turn and plowed into through the fence, and it was upside down. Whoever was in it vacated. Now, that was on my way up to Coronado. On my way back, emergency scene was, PD was there. There was nobody there. There was no victim, no occupant. He bailed. So same here. I'd rather be here because I can style when they go by. And when they go by, I can tuck in like this and get in their draft. That bike lane, why? Why do they call that a bike lane? For what purpose? To mock us? I think it's the right to do. And the same thing here. So if a car's coming, I'm going to come through this way. That means nobody can cut me off. I don't have to have their permission to come through the right turn, which means that I can come in with a higher rate of speed, which means I am Mr. Pissy Pants when it comes to taking command of the intersection. Why? Because I've got such a stiffy off all the shit I've done. I'm like, look, you don't understand. I'm moving at 20 miles an hour. There's no way you as a car are going to be able to pull off the shit that I'm going to pull off and stop. Josh. And stop. Yep. Yes! And the first. Well, yeah, and see, that's what you're saying. It's stop, anything all the way to stop, except often the acceleration is yummier. And I'm out to get a fucking workout. So most of the time I save my fuckery for showing up. I'm like, ooh, shit, let me get, like coming through this bank right here, you can always catch a car and tag onto its draft safely. Because see how slow they go through? They hit that turn and they just, ugh. So what you do is you practice your endurance. You take a run all the way up into here to where you're almost gassed. You know the car can't escape you because he's gonna have to slow down through here. So you use this to catch your wits, and then as the car passes you right about here, you use it as an escort to this sticky place right here, where people come out of this driveway. But not if you have Mr. T in front of you, right? And that's what I use the cars for. Otherwise, they'll make right turns in front of you. Like this truck wants to make a right turn in front of you. You're fine, you do your thing. I just try and ride where they can. Yep. So that happened to Joe. I told him, here's what we're gonna do, we're at the stoplight. I said, right, so we got in front, we took front of the lane. However, that pisses off the person in front of you, behind you, period. Regardless of whether it should or not. It always pisses them off. So what I do is I wait for the light to start to cycle. And as it goes to orange, I move from in front of the vehicle over to where the curb is. Now, obviously, as the light turns red, I make almost a right-hand turn to start up my speed before I swing straight through the intersection. What that does is it allows the car that was in front of me to go without having to worry about me getting up to speed, pissing them off even more. And it's more. There's more to it. You ride a car. Who are you pissed off at when you have to sit behind somebody for hours and hours? You are pissed off at whoever you perceive caused the slowdown. So they're not mad at the truck that's mad at you. No, sir. They are mad. Instead, they are mad at you for stopping the truck. That's why this is a perfect place to show off. You use the car, again, as an escort. I find coming at any kind of intersection, I try and be in my power band. It's like running. It still parallels running. You want to time your intersection like you time each transition to the other leg. When you are applying power, right? Your transition from leg to leg is defined by an application of power. That's where your stride is. So boom, 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 boom. Yes. So you have your power band, and you know how fast you can go within all of your power band levels. So when you're like from a standstill, you're like, look, I'm not gonna just go. You're like, but let me get warmed up a little bit, get up to speed. Where each pedal stroke propels me, and you're like, yeah. Now, the same thing you want going through intersections, that same power band, and that requires proper gearing and velocity. Now, if you depend on vehicles for your entrance and exit of those intersections, then you will have to include them in your calculations. If you choose a path that is devoid of their presence, then their calculation is unnecessary. Their requirements are unnecessary, right? Ride where they're not. Ride where you have the ability to take command of the intersection. Now, walking is a way of taking command of an intersection. However, for any object in a transitionary period area, reduce your exposure to the area, period. In other words, if you come, if you take an intersection acceleration such to the point that you pull this off without collision. If you come through the intersection at 1,000 miles an hour, you will spend infinitely less time than if you just sat in the intersection, right? So, yes, exactly. Get the fuck up out of there. You're like, no, I'm not gonna stand in here with you. I see how you do, you and all your kind. So, what I normally do is I look for ways to come through, first and foremost, any transition independent of their effect on my action. Right-hand turns are easy. I never make a right-hand turn with a car on my left-hand side anymore.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I want it behind me or in front of me.
Well,
preferably behind me.
Here's the trick. Here's one. This is nasty. What you do, pretend you're the car and pretend we are static. Pretend we are static. We are at a corner. You are looking to make a right-hand turn. I am me. There's a car on the other side of you, in the lane on the other side of you. Now, I, like a motorcyclist, will split lanes, and the only rule of thumb is to stay out of the vehicle's reach. And the minute you get to the nose of the car, the driver's side front bumper, you can look at the radius of a turn of the vehicle and determine that car's logical and only path unless it runs into the other traffic. There is such a delicious space for you to go. And what it does is it allows you, so if you're the car, this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to come up alongside, the light's against us. I'm going to get next to you, I'm going to shoot, boom, boom, boom. Before you have, bikes up, hey. Before you have a scooter back, car up, baby, car up. Yes, sir. Come on. Of course we go up here. I'm not mad at that's dangerous down there. I just try and stay away from there. No, those utility trucks, those service trucks, fly through there at such a speed. Again, it's a vacant area. So what it does is, by jumping the car, if the car decides that it wants to make a right-hand turn, it has to start turning. You're still going straight. So what it's done right in front of you is committed itself to a path because it's turned. Now, if you judge me on the side here, you making a turn, look at the space. It's logical. It just opens up right in front of you. Now, this can be done at speed. This can be done with a car going as fast as it can go through a right-hand turn. Unless that car crashes. If that car can hold its line through the turn, it can't take the whole fucking turn. And part of it belongs to you. And that's the teeniest, it can't even fit in that corner. So, that's at top speed. So from a standstill, cars at the light don't stand a chance. You just queue up alongside it, focus on the cars coming left. You time your launch with when the last car gets in front no, I gotta get over here. I gotta get over here. I'm with you. I like to spin down here.